Rachel Picaro, and happy Aloha Friday. We got so much happening in studio today. Kicking us off over here, Hawaii Opera Theater. They're going to be telling us all about a fundraiser that's happening. Can you believe Halloween is almost here? And that's what they're going to be doing. Plus, we got our friends from Kaiser Permanente over here. We're going to be checking in with them in just a bit. And then we have Faye over here. She is a filmmaker, an artist, and we're going to be talking story with her all about what she's been up to. We've got our friends from Hawaii Gas over here because, you know, it's always great when you're cooking in the kitchen and, of course, using gas. Plus, you're going to swing the camera one more time this way because we got even more people in studio. We are going to be checking in over here as we talk about the ALS Walk and Roll event that's happening tomorrow. But everything is going to be happening right now. Hi Now Daily. Let's go! All right, everybody, we're here kicking off the show right here in the Good Energy Kitchen. And I've got a couple of fellas joining me today, and they are from Earl's Kitchen and Bar. It is a brand new spot there in Waikiki. We got Chef Randy over here. We got Darren as well. Talk to me about what's going on these days in Waikiki.
Well, we just opened up our brand new restaurant on Wednesday. And we opened the doors to an amazing group of people. We are so excited with the 350 people that we hired for the location. And we got Randy that's gonna be cooking up a storm for us today.
Okay, let's talk about the menu. What is the menu looking like when it comes to the concept of the restaurant? What is it?
Yeah, so our menu is like a modern American cuisine. Our chef collective is based out of Vancouver. They travel the world to design the menu. So a little bit of everything. We got our show-stopping seafood tower here. We have a pork chop. It's caribou to pork. Lots of things on the menu. A little bit for everything. A lot of inspiration from all around.
Yeah, my eyes almost like came out of my head when I saw this seafood tower. There's like a little bit of everything, like you mentioned, right here on this tower. What do we have behind here, and like what goes into that bottom portion?
Yeah, so we have our California roll. We have our tuna tataki over there. We have oysters, poached prawns, and lobster tail. We have a mignonette as well as a cocktail sauce.
Very cool. Okay, so I know that you guys had like this like soft opening that came out. I saw all the videos. It looked amazing. So when people come into Waikiki, what does that look like? There's some happy hour. There's a late night happy hour. There's so many things happening, right?
We have something for everyone. We have happy hour twice a day. So from 2 to 5, we also have live music accompanying our happy hour. And then we have it again from 10 till close as well. On top of that, we also have brunch on the weekends, which is from 10 a.m. till 2. And also on holidays, we're doing that.
Very cool. And as Chef is cooking it up, what are you going to be making for us today? Are we going to be talking? You're going to be cooking, and then you're going to bring it back to me for eating, right?
You got it.
So what's happening over there?
While our pan's heating up over here, I'm going to start off by torching our salmon aburi press. So this is one of our top sellers here.
Okay.
So this is our salmon aburi press. Has some sushi rice underneath. A little bit of ginger in between. We have our sushi grade salmon on top, and then finished off with a dashi mayo. We make it all in house every day, and then like I said, I'm torching it. Gives it a little bit of like that umami flavor and so on. And yeah, looks like our pan's nice and hot, so I'll leave this for later. And then while that's cooling off, I'll start off here with our scallops. Gonna get it sear here. Love cooking with gas heat. Really, when you're cooking, gas gives you the most consistency. It's very reliable. When you're in a restaurant, you need consistency. You need reliability, especially at the volume. We have over 300 seats, and we want to make sure that every single one of those guests is taken care of. So we're gonna start off by searing some of this seafood. A little bit later, we'll finish it off and give it a taste.
Okay, so we're gonna be cooking that up, and then remind everybody where you folks are. You mentioned the heart of Waikiki, but they can come and visit you. Where exactly is that?
Yeah, we are at 2280 Kalakaua Avenue, and it's the old Waikiki 3 Theater.
Okay, perfect.
Once you see the Waikiki sign on top, grand entrance, we're on the entire top floor of the location.
Once you see that, you know where you're at. You can scan the QR code right there on your screen. All the information's gonna be there. You talk about the fresh ingredients, expertly crafted cocktails. I love me a cocktail. Tell me you got something good for me.
Then we'll see you later on tonight. We have we're famous for our margaritas. We use 100% freshly squeezed lime juice, 100% agave tequila. But special for this location, we also have a brand new Mai Tai as well, because we have to in Hawaii, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Mai Tais, we've got the margaritas. You mentioned that tequila, I'm there. And then you're gonna be cooking that up throughout the show. And then when we come back, we're gonna be plating this up and eating. I'm talking and eating. Usually I try to do it one after the other. But we'll see what happens here. So again, go ahead and check them out at Earl's Restaurant and Bar. We're gonna keep cooking that up, plating and eating in just a bit. But from restaurants to new music, it's time for Kona Brewing Hawaii's Aloha Friday Mele. Taimane is here in studio with a sneak peek of what's to come at some of her upcoming shows. There she is right now in studio. She's gonna kick us off with one of her medleys. Take it away, Taimane. All right, I'm back with Chef Randy and Braden of Earl's Kitchen and Bar. Now, Chef, you were cooking things up as we started the show. Now you're power ready because you're cooking with gas. It was so fast, so easy. It heats up and then it cools down. So talk to me about what this dish is. It looks like you're putting the final touches on.
Yeah, so this is our salmon aburi press. I'm finishing it off with some micro herbs grown locally on the island. Has a little bit of arari pearls, has a little bit of texture, as well as a little bit of spice with some diced jalapenos. So these are, it's a red amaranth and a micro cilantro on top. But yeah, dig in, let me know what you think.
All right, so how would you eat this? Just regular, just like this? You already have it every season?
Yeah.
One bite, and then do you put any shoyu on top or nano?
You're more than welcome to, but it's like a fully put together dish. It's seasoned, it's well balanced. Yeah,
So you don't even have to work. You don't even have to work. Here we go. Okay.
One bite. Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Now, I don't want to talk with my mouth full, so you're going to have to talk to me about the grand opening.
Oh, the grand opening party was amazing. We just had that on Tuesday night. The energy in the room, the vibe, as people walked up those stairs, they were astonished with the design of the space. Our team did such a fantastic job. And we're really proud of all the staff that we hired as well, which, as I mentioned, 350 people, a lot of people, but the community supporting us has been so fantastic so far.
Awesome. I got to just say that this bite was so good. At the last minute, I remembered he said one biter, so I had to take the whole thing. And it's so good. Can't wait to eat the whole plate over here. And then you also cooked up this pasta.
Yeah, so this is the finished product. This is the prawn and scallop spaghettini. It has a basil almond pesto. What's really nice is we make that sauce in the pan, so it all comes together. A little bit of garlic butter, cayenne oil, we actually deglaze the pan with white wine clam broth, so all the flavor packed in. But yeah, a beautiful dish. It's definitely one of our showstoppers.
Awesome. Okay, and then we talked about where it is in Waikiki. It's in the center of Waikiki. You can't miss it. It has that Waikiki sign. You know you're at the right spot. But it's also a great place to take in the scenery, what's going on. We know that Honolulu Parade is going to be coming up later on this month. Maybe sit over there, watch people watch what's going on. It's going to be a place for everybody to come in and just join, hang out, the community to come and eat, grab a bite. There's so many things happening, including the happy hours as well, right?
Absolutely. And the lanai, looking over all of that, is the best seat in the house by far.
There you go. Okay, I wanted to talk about this book right here because this has some secrets in there, right?
Yeah, not so secret anymore,
Right.
but we've all of our amazing recipes over the last 40 years, we've kind of combined into this one cookbook, and it's been a classic across 70 of our locations now, and we're excited to share that with the Hawaii community as well.
Okay, so can they pick this up at the
Yes.
the restaurant?
Yeah, we sell that in the restaurant as well.
Okay, perfect. So go ahead and grab this book if you want to make like a chef and you got gas in your own kitchen. You can try your hand at cooking. That would be cool. And then make sure you go ahead and book a reservation because reservations are always pretty good to do, right?
Oh yeah, definitely suggest making reservations, but we also welcome walk-ins, and you could do that through earls.ca or through the Open Table app.
Yes, again, we're making it easy with the QR code right there. All the information is there. Waikiki is just going off these days, so make sure you go ahead and visit Earl's Kitchen and Bar. They had their grand opening. Things are looking beautiful out there. The scenery, the everything, and I heard the staff is just fantastic, so make sure you go ahead and check them out. Everything that I've tried so far has been delicious, and I will definitely be visiting you guys over there in Waikiki. Thank you guys so much for joining me today.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Oh, yes, you're going to see me. Probably too much of me. You're going to be sick of me.
We'll make the reservation right after this.
Right on. We're going to go to break. We'll be right back with more on High Now Daily. Going in. Now the studio is packed today, so everybody's going to want to eat. Aloha and welcome back to High Now. Daily the Kona Brewing a finish line favorite sweepstakes is still running. Enter to be one of 50 winners to receive a prize pack with a 3-can cooler fanny pack and limited edition merch, including a hat and Kona Brewing Hawaii beach towel. Scan the QR code right there on your screen to enter now through October 31st. And if you don't want to miss the action, Kona Brewing is sponsoring the 3rd Molokai Hoi World Championship. Celebrate the free event to attend Duke Kahanamoku Lagoon finish line with live music, community spirit, and world-class athletic competition. It's all happening Sunday, October 12th from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Make it a full day with the ohana and support the traditions that make Hawaii so special. And now it's time for some Aloha Friday Mele. All right, guys, I'm here with Taimane, and of course, she's got her girl over here, Rachel, and you've had such an amazing year. So much has been going on. So you gotta just tell everybody what you've been up to these days. A lot of good performances out there.
Yeah, well, I've been on tour. I recently just came back from Europe, so I'm feeling very Parisian in this dress.
Love it.
But I'm really happy to be home. I just released a new song called Pikake Princess today, all about inspiration with Princess Ka'iolani. And we have a great event happening Thursday where we're celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the Outrigger Waikiki Paradise Hotel, which is where she used to reside and live in. So we're gonna be celebrating her as well as my new music video that we're gonna show you on Thursday. And we just wanted to give you some island vibes. So me and Rachel are here to share some music with you.
Very cool. So you're gonna be performing for us. So what song are you gonna be singing tonight?
Today, I'm gonna keep Pikake Princess for a little later. For Thursday.
Anticipation,
exactly.
right?
We gotta bring it, but we're gonna do a little bit of a Bora Bora sunset. So take you to Tahiti.
Okay, perfect. So you have a ton of upcoming performances that are going on. I mean, we have a full list of where you're gonna be, but how has performing been?
It's been good. I've been on the road, but I really miss my Spanish bees, my poke, so I'm so happy to be home. But I am touring again. I'm going to Kentucky, Florida next month. And then I'm doing a 2-month tour in January where I'm just going to all of the coldest places possible in the US. But yeah, I'm here for a little bit. I got a Blue Note show coming up, so people can just check me out, taimane.com, and I'm here for a little bit. So please come out. Would love to see you Thursday. It's a free event. It's us, and then I'm bringing my full band. We've got Irie Love performing as well, and vendors from Art and Flea. So it's going to be a really fun community event Thursday, October 16th from 5 to 8 p.m.
Perfect. So make sure you go ahead and follow her on Instagram. She's got a whole list of what's going to be happening. And then Rachel has been performing with her for a while now. Last time you visited here at High Now Daily, we checked in with both of you. You sounded fantastic then, and I'm sure you guys are going to kill it today. So you're going to be performing for us. I'm going to step outside, and I'm going to let you ladies just do your thing. Make sure you go ahead and follow her for all the details and where she's going to be with her upcoming performance.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you so much. Take it away, ladies. for all of her upcoming performances. And now we are over here just celebrating more art. I mean, music, and then moving it on over here, art. We've got Faye Vasquez here. And I love my job because I get to meet new people all the time, and that's what we're doing today. She is a fine artist, she is an entrepreneur, and she is a filmmaker. And we've got to catch up with you. This is like a get to know Faye situation here. So tell everybody about your journey with filmmaking, with art, and how you came from Venezuela, and then now you are here in Hawaii.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Rachel, for having me today. And I've been a filmmaker since I was a teenager. I started my career back home in Venezuela. Fast forward, stay in San Francisco, California for a little bit, and then ended up in Hawaii. And I always painted. However, I kept it to myself, you know, one of those moments when dad asks, daughter, what do you want to do? And I'm like, it's obvious, I'm a fine artist, and you're going to starve to death. So I believed that until I chose not to believe it anymore. And now I get to show that other side of me to the world.
I love that you were like gonna do it anyway, no matter what. You just had this passion and you knew you had the fuel to just go with it, right? So talk
Yes.
about some of the challenges on your journey when it came to pushing through all of that. Like, you live by a few things that you are inspired by and that you like to share.
Wow. Well, Hawaii is home away from home, and it is a challenge to arrive into this beautiful land because it's unique. And I was nobody. My career meant nothing. I had no family, no friends, no relationships. So I start all over again, even in film. I started from being a PA and then moving up quickly, and nowadays produce, direct. And then art was really move and inspire thanks to COVID, actually. So challenges, facing a new culture, being told, you know, in a very male-driven industry, oh, you have two problems, you're a woman and you're a foreigner, and I'm like, those are my weapons. That's what I bring to the table.
Nice.
You just watch and see.
Yeah.
You know, understanding the local culture, embracing it, honor it, respect it, right? Which also helps me dive into my own culture and my roots. So all kinds of challenges and all kinds of motivations.
Very cool, very cool. And then now we wanted to talk about the art that we have here. Beautiful,
Thank
beautiful
you.
stuff you got. Can you go through what we have on the table and what we're looking at?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. So it's a little taste of different things. One of my latest series, I started them in Tuscany a year ago in an art residency. Color and geometric sacred geometry. So these are the representations of 4 of the 7 chakras. Here, I paint things that really touch me and that have meaning in my culture, but also in Hawaii. So we have a tea leaf, we have a banana leaf, known for all kinds of powers and clearing energies, right?
Wow.
Hibiscus, purple. And then it's everything about food here and elsewhere. So we have 3 pieces, artichoke, pineapple, and papaya that are also very powerful, strong, symbolic in Venezuelan culture, but also in Hawaii.
Very cool. I love that the colors pop. I love that there are there's a big size, there are smaller ones, so you can put it up on your desk, you can hang it up on your wall, all kinds of different things. And I wanted to go back. I know that this is like your fine art that you have worked on throughout your years, but I wanted to go back to some of the highlights when it came to filmmaking. You've worked with so many different people. Can you tell me about some of those?
Like famous people?
Yeah, you have like amazing work that I know you've done.
Okay, I have worked multiple times with Dwayne Johnson, fabulous, love him. And then I have shot in Spain with Shakira and Karol G, first AD on that set for a music video.
Amazing.
And I mean, the list goes on and on. There's always people coming and going. It's super fun.
That's so awesome. I mean, from filmmaking side, and then you've also got your art that you do right here in Hawaii. If people wanted to come and take a look at your studio, you might be able to take them on a little tour, right?
Absolutely. They can always reach out to my website, femariavasquez.com, and then, yes, they can schedule our studio tours. I am in Waimanalo. And I have shows here and there. Right now I have a piece exhibit at Ho'omaluhia. It's a collective show with the Windward Artists Guild.
Okay, awesome. So go ahead and check her out. You saw all the information right there on the screen. fabulous work that you've brought here on Hi Now Daily today. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
All right.
Aloha.
Aloha. We're going
Aloha.
to take a quick break and we'll be back with more of Hi Now Daily. This is so beautiful. I love this one right here. Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. The 13th annual Hawaii Walk and Roll to Cure ALS is taking place tomorrow morning at Kapiolani Park. Joining me now is Nohea Nakaahiki, Advisory Trustee and ALS Advocate. Thank you for joining me today.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me, especially on Aloha Friday.
Aloha Friday, and right before your folks' big event.
Exactly.
I mentioned it's tomorrow, but before we get to the details of the events, let's talk about ALS. For those who may not know, what is it? Let's share.
All right, let's share. ALS is short for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. It is also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. It's a neurodegenerative disease or illness. There is no cure for it.
There's no cure.
There is no cure. It affects the nerve cells from the brain to the spine, the spinal cord, and yeah, there's no cure for it.
And that's why it's so important to raise funds, right? So that it can go to education, it can go to research, and of course helping with the services.
Exactly. And that is what ALS Network is all about. That is what we're here about. We're here to provide the care for the ALS patients that are going through it right now, right? For patients that are going to be diagnosed tomorrow, next month, next year. We're there for the research. We're there for advocacy, for funding. And so this walk is so important because it takes the community to help us to gather and get this the funding out there, the research, advocacy, everything, so that we can keep the momentum going, that we can keep the care going for all of these patients.
Absolutely. And I have to ask, how did you find the ALS Network? What is your connection?
My husband was diagnosed with ALS way back in 2006. So now at the time, we were living up on the mainland. And so we were living up there. It hit out of the blue. It hit his speaking ability. So, if people didn't know him, they thought he was drinking. right? Because it was slurred. It took months before we figured out it was ALS. And then at that point, he started to lose mobility, hands. He was a golfer, losing the grip on his golf club. And we just, and when we were up there, we got hooked up with the ALS network right away. We had care managers, we had, access to multidisciplinary clinics so that Bully could go, every 6 months and hook up with all of the medical practitioners up there. I mean, we had the services, but it was progressing so fast that we decided we needed to come home. So we came home and we went to the Big Island and we discovered that we had very limited support. And so our journey was a struggle. It was a struggle. And Bully lived with ALS for 4 years. He passed away just before he turned 46. Wow. And, it was our mission, my 2 kids and I, to, try to help those living with ALS so that they didn't have to go through the same journey that we did.
Yeah.
Right? It was a struggle. And it just happened that I met the CEO and former president of the ALS Network, Fred Fisher, at a Monterey Bay walk. And I was introduced to him and I shared my story. And he said to me, like he knew I was Portuguese, "You up for the challenge?
Yeah.
Are you up for the challenge to bring a walk to Hawaii?" I said, "Oh yeah, let's do it." And so we worked for nearly 3 years, right after Bully passed away in 2010 to 2013 is when we had our first walk, but it took a lot. I went to every single island. I met with every mayor. I met with every mayor. I convinced them all to come to the first walk and sing, of course, because of Carvalho and Billy Kinoy. So we had them, even Mayor Caldwell, we had them all up there singing. But advocacy. Back then, going to Washington, D.C., meeting with Senator Akaka, Senator Inouye, our representatives, Hanabusa, and I mean, it took a lot of groundwork to finally get the walk off the ground and discovering other ALS patients throughout the state of Hawaii, bringing them into the fold and working together with them and the ALS network to make it happen.
Yes,
and we made it happen.
Absolutely.
And it was just amazing. And shortly thereafter, we became part of the ALS network. They, extended services to Hawaii. And, by February 2014, we had services starting up.
Wow.
And the momentum has continued, and I have to say, it is because of the community. It is because of the ALS network and everything that they stand for. It is about our ALS community. It is about our patients. It's about family. It's about those of us who have lost loved ones and we're still in this fight. We are still here to walk and roll with them.
Yes.
And be the voice.
That's right.
And that's what it's all about. It's just continuing these services, keeping it going, and making sure that our patients feel like they're not alone.
They aren't alone because Nohea's got your back. In fact, she did it, brought that to Hawaii. That's why you're gonna see the ALS Walk and Roll for a Cure tomorrow, Friday, or today is Friday, but tomorrow, Saturday. 8 a.m. at Kapiolani Park. Scan the QR code on your screen. It is the 13th annual Hawaii Walk and Roll to Cure ALS. Make sure you guys head on down there. Of course, so many things happening.
Oh my gosh, it is going to be so much fun. It is a big ohana. It is a big party, like in your, in the garage, right? Yeah. No, we're going to have entertainment. We're going to have hula. We're going to have Zumbathons. We're going to have just everything to just bring that cheer. And we invite anyone and everyone to attend. Just come on out if you're up for some fun, if you're up for, just being there and feeling that energy of aloha and love and
I feel your
unity, girl.
energy.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So we want anyone and everyone to just come out and have fun and be there to support the community because all of us, we're all in it together.
That's right. Mahalo, Nohea, for joining me today. Tomorrow's the day to walk and roll to cure ALS tomorrow at Kapiolani Park. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Right, we're gonna take a break. We'll be back with more of Hi Now Daily. Mahalo. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. The Hawaii Opera Theater is hosting a Halloween fundraiser, and they're all dressed up over here. We've got Reggie, we've got Casey, and you guys look so great. What are you dressed as today?
Well, I'm going for kind of like a Maleficent vibe,
Yes.
but you know, it's mostly just spooky.
Spooky.
Whatever you want it to be.
Yes, how
And
about you?
I'm Maleficent's crow,
I love
crow-like
it.
minion.
Yes.
And this is actually a costume piece from one of the operas we did a few years ago.
Perfect. I love saving costumes because then you can recycle them, use them again, and everything is always coming back, right?
Right.
Now you guys are hosting this fundraiser. It's Halloween themed, and it's gonna be HOT hot, right? Get it?
right.
Hawaii Opera Theater. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about what's gonna be happening with the event.
So it is October 25th at the gorgeous Moana Surfrider on their outside Diamond Lawn Terrace. And tickets are on sale on our website, hawaiiopera.org/teeth. It's actually a vampire ball theme. And yeah, it's not your third grade classroom Halloween party. It's sexy, it's spooky, it's gorgeous. I'm really
Ooh.
excited.
Nice. So this is at the Moana.
Yes.
And then one more time the date.
It is October 25th.
All right, all the details on the screen right now. Just scan the QR code. But what can people expect when they go over there? Are they supposed to dress up? Do they have to dress up as vampires? Can you be whatever you want?
Yes, well, Reggie and I do have a touch of the theatrical in our blood. We love opera, we love overdressing for the occasion. So we encourage anyone to dress to their comfortability in something spooky, something sexy, or if you'd like to come in a gown or your black tie optional, all is acceptable. And once you're there, you're gonna enjoy delicious food, some dancing, and there's gonna be a short performance from some of our hot divas.
Ooh.
And that's in preparation for their concert on October 19th at the Scottish Rite Cathedral.
Very cool. Okay, so I mean, you mentioned the dates, all the details, and then when people come down, they just hang out with you. But obviously, this is a fundraiser. That's like the main thing. It's a fundraiser. So all the funds, they're going where? What is that for?
So they're going to support our education programs. We have this fabulous education team that does work in the schools. They do all sorts of things for all the schools around all the entire state. So it's a program we're very, very proud of, and all the proceeds go to those programs.
Yeah, and while we're raising funds for this education program, this evening is going to be full of giveaways. So
yes.
every time you donate, you'll have an opportunity to get something like a hotel stay or, I don't know, a private chef experience.
Oh my
We
goodness.
have a few good friends that love to cook for.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's gonna be some prizes, the giveaways, of course, the food, the entertainment. You mentioned the divas are gonna be there.
Yeah.
Make sure you dress up though, because nobody wants you to show up not dressed up. It's a Halloween
Yes, but
thing.
you don't have to be this dressed up.
Right. As much as you'd like.
Okay, I would expect nothing less
Yeah,
from
right.
Hawaii Opera Theater, though,
Yeah.
right?
We have a whole costume department that it's at our fingertips. Not everybody
Exactly.
has that kind of access. But give us a call. You can raid the costume department.
Hey, you heard it. Okay, so make sure you dress up and go ahead and check them out at the event. You know, is there anything upcoming that you guys are looking forward to?
Well, I'm personally looking forward to the Pride Parade. HOT is a Pride sponsor this year, so you'll see us with a float. And in addition to the parade and the festival, the Divas concert on the 19th is technically a Pride event.
All right.
So we're expecting to see a lot of folks from the Legacy Foundation and everyone who's excited about dressing up for Halloween and celebrating in the month of October.
Awesome, beautiful.
Yeah.
What about for you? You excited for something?
We have so much going on in October. And yeah, I love spooky, I love scary, I love that we're doing a concert, I love that we're doing a fundraiser. Lots of good things going on. But I love dressing up.
All right, so do I. So maybe you'll see me over there at that Halloween fundraiser with Hawaii Opera Theater. We have all the details on HiNowDaily.com, and make sure you show up and make sure it's be scary, okay? It's vampire themed. So get your act together, guys. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back with more of Hi Now Daily. Mahalo, you guys, for joining
Thank
me
you
today.
so much for having us.
Right. Give us a little twirl or
this?
something. Yes. Oh. welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Joining me in studio today is Scott Denny, a physician assistant and medical director at Kaiser Permanente Gender Health and HIV Medicine Services. Thank you for being with me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, let's talk about your story and how you got into healthcare, first of all, and then specifically gender health and HIV medicine.
Sure. So before I came to Hawaii, I was living and practicing medicine in Los Angeles, California. And over there, I was taking care of a large population of people living with HIV for a nonprofit large organization. And then this incredible opportunity came to come over to Hawaii and do some of the similar thing where I was going to take on a role as an HIV specialist. And shortly after I settled in a little bit, I started to see what I would call as health disparities amongst certain populations, specifically the LGBTQ community, and even more specifically transgender and gender diverse people. And I felt really compelled to try and address that, to be a part of a solution for that. And so that's what I did. I started to kind of push forward with what that passion was for me.
Mm-hmm. And then it led you into doing some incredible things with Kaiser. I know that other places aren't offering the services and the type of services that you folks have. Talk to me about this special center.
Sure. So what I wanted to do was build a program that would be able to support these communities, to create what we call a patient-centered home, where people could come from the LGBTQ community and get affirming, inclusive care, whether that be for HIV medical management or gender-affirming care for transgender and gender diverse people. And so we created something called Care Pathway Center. And Care Pathway Center is just that. It's a space, it's a welcoming, affirming, culturally responsive space where LGBTQ people can come and they can receive the care delivery that is specific to them. It's comprehensive. We got a small little team, but we're a feisty little tenacious bunch. And they really support the care delivery for these populations that are historically marginalized and stigmatized. So we hope to change that.
Nice. Well, I'm so happy that you are continuing the work that you are doing. And with Kaiser Permanente, I have to ask how they support you and this care center.
Sure. Well, I mean, I'm personally very fortunate to be a part of an organization that has values that are consistent with my own, which is, equity, diversion, inclusivity, things that we all want to be better about in supporting. And so I've always felt a strong sense from the organization to support my ideas, to support my passions about this, and to support the projects that I've helped develop and build, and to be able to push them forward and broaden this care delivery. I think ultimately, if we could be a center of excellence in the state of Hawaii, that would be amazing. Right now, we are the only care delivery space of this kind in the state, and we're super proud of that. And I couldn't be happier to have an organization that stands behind that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing your time. And of course, for those who are listening in, if they wanted to learn more about the center and they wanted to maybe visit in and check in with what you folks are doing, do you guys have a website?
Yep. carepathwaycenter.org. You could also go to kp.org. You could call the main Kaiser Permanente number, the hotline. You can be set up as a member. We've got tons of resources on our carepathwaycenter.org website. Anything you want to know about gender affirming care, HIV prevention, or HIV management, we're here to support. We're not going anywhere, and we're just excited for it all.
Love to hear it. Thank you so much for sharing all the information with us, and of course for your time today.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna have the details on HiNowDaily.com. We're gonna take a quick break, but come on back and join us. welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Don't forget that a Finish Line favorite sweepstakes is still running. Enter to be one of 50 winners to receive a prize pack with a 3-can cooler fanny pack and limited edition merch, including a hat and Kona Brewing Hawaii beach towel. Scan the QR code on your screen to enter now through October 31st. And also, Kona Brewing is sponsoring the 73rd Moloka Ihoi World Championship. The free-to-attend event will take place at the Duke Kahanamoku Lagoon Finish Line with live music, community spirit, and world-class athletic competition. It's all happening this Sunday, October 12th from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Bring the whole ohana down and celebrate the traditions that make Hawaii so special. All right, and of course, the QR code is right there. And we're back here in the Hi Now kitchen. We had Earl Kitchen and Bar on, and oh my goodness, brand new to Waikiki. They are the new hotspot. They've got an incredible lineup of meals that you can choose off of that menu. And I wanted to go in on some of the dishes here. This is their seafood tower. That is the ticket right here. You're getting a little bit of everything when it comes to seafood. We've got the shrimp and the lobster on top. We've got the oysters, and then down below there are some sushi, and there's some ahi down here. Everything looks absolutely fire. And then we've got their pasta that we saw earlier. It looks like a little bit of pesto mixed in there, and then you've got the prawns on top. My goodness, they have so many things happening, including happy hour. They have like a double happy hour. Starts out with that early hour happy hour, and then you stay all day, and then you're gonna hit that second happy hour that goes on a little later in the night. They've got live music. They've got just an incredible lineup of drinks that you can hit up their bar and get all kind of expertly crafted cocktails. So I'm telling you, this is the new spot to go to in Waikiki. Earl Kitchen and Bar. Go ahead and check them out, but make sure you make a reservation online. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.